Guess what, everybody? We're going on tour. So all of our LadyGang fans in Florida are always like, Florida gets left off the tour. And that's because it always gets left off because it's very hard to get to when you're touring because it's like kind of out of the way. But we were like, nope, this summer, it's Florida. We are heading to the Tampa Improv on June 26th. It is a nice Sunday afternoon brunch, 3 p.m. LadyGang Live with us in Tampa. You can get tickets at theladygang.com or tampaimprov.com. We'll see you there.
The LadyGang is brought to you by Progressive. Progressive helps you compare direct auto rates from a variety of companies so you can find a great one, even if it's not with them. Quote today at progressive.com to find a rate that works with your budget.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
It's time for a Quickie.
Podcast One presents The LadyGang, the Hollywood Girl Posse, with LadyGang Quickie. Here's Keltie Knight, Becca Tobin, and Jack Vanek.
Let's make this quick.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the LadyGang Quickie. I am Becca here with Keltie and America's favorite guest co-host. That's right, everyone. Who do we have, Keltie?
Oh my God. I can't believe that she made time for us, everyone. Why? Because Katie Lowe's is here today. She was a guest on LadyGang years ago when we used to all sit in the same room. We loved her.
When we used to sit in the same room.
Oh my God.
We didn't know Zoom was a thing. We didn't know about Zoom. We didn't know about this
She was
working
not
from home
she was not a guest star in our lives yet.
And here's what's great. We definitely fell in love with her when she was on Scandal, but it's like literally that was the biggest show in the world, and it's like old news because now she has 500 million other huge jobs. She slayed Inventing Anna on Netflix. I know everyone watched that. She is the star of the new CBS feel-good sitcom How We Roll. We're going to get into that. And of course, she hosts the best mama podcast in the game, Katie's Crib. It's back for season 5. Are you so tired?
And a new mother of 2.
No. Yes, I'm a new mother of 2. I have a 4-year-old and a 1.5-year-old. No, you know what? I feel like nothing compares to as hard as I worked in my 20s when I was running around from like shit job to shit job with like that was really hard. And then I was like up all night drinking and like hooking up with my now husband, then a boyfriend. But like, you know what I mean? So it's just different. I'm tired in that I feel old, like I'm approaching 40 and like I feel like, wow, I get why people have children at like 22, but also no, because I was so broke and so and a mess mentally. But yeah, maybe I'm tired. I don't know. I'm numb. I don't have feelings anymore.
She's a robot. She's a happy, sunny robot who has 800 jobs and so much energy.
You guys, there are things like coffee that helps.
Great.
You know, there's things like alcohol on weekends.
Great.
I know, I'm still breastfeeding, so.
Oh, that's tough. You gotta get those test strips.
Yeah. Oh my God. I did one of those test strips once. When do you know what these things are?
No.
Okay,
wait.
so
I have no idea. Explain this to the childless
so you squeeze a little bit of your breast milk onto a strip, and if it turns like gray or black, it's like holy shit. There's alcohol already in your breast milk. I went to my friend who's this wonderful actress, Jen Finnegan's house. She's married to Johnny Silverman. We had babies within a week of each other, and we were like, let's like have a dinner, like pretend like our lives haven't drastically changed and we are still who we once were, and like let's get wasted. And we were breastfeeding our kids at the table after having like copious bottles of wine. And she was like, I have these strips. We should do it. And I was like, yeah, totally. And mine came back pitch black in 1 second after I had breastfed my child. But like, whatever. I'm so chill about that shit. Like, I mean, not like I feel like I'm trying to not condone like alcoholism and breastfeeding, like obviously. But I also like, I just like whatever. I also think we're ridiculously overly careful and cautious, and sometimes mommy just needs to get wasted for her mental health.
Thank you.
And that's just as important for mommy.
You know what was the most shocking part of this story is that you can squeeze your own nipple and milk comes out. Is that real?
Oh, I could squeeze. I wish I could. If this dress didn't have like a very weird zipper in the back, I would whip a teat out for you right now and just spray the screen. Oh, yeah. You can manually, like a cow, like you have udders. Like I could like squeeze it like this. It's called Hand Express, Keltie. and you just squeeze and you irritate your nipple and then it comes out. But you know what's crazy is one time I was breastfeeding in high altitude. Like, high altitude does really weird shit to your body.
Yeah.
You get like
was it like a
altitudes.
Coca-Cola can that you shook up?
It was, yes. Like my kid was like, "Oh," like choking. There was like milk, it was projectile in a perfect, like huge waterfall curve coming out of my body uncontrollably.
It was the Venetian fountain just
exactly.
happening. Good for you.
Been here for 4 minutes. I'm already crying.
The clickbait's going to be like Katie Lowe's bragging about her breast milk production.
No, and it is something to be. Breastfeeding is incredibly triggering. It is very. It makes absolutely no sense, and it is total luck of the draw. It doesn't matter if you have big boobies, little boobies, boobies that have been surgically altered, boobies that are old, new, young, old. It doesn't matter. It's a total fucking crapshoot, and it's so triggering because it really strikes such a feeling of failure in women. A lot of friends that I have, when they can't do it, or they're not a producer, or they're not milkmaids, or their freezer stash isn't full, or they have to supplement with formula, and it's awful. It's just awful. We're so fucking hard on ourselves, and we're so. And it's so weird because I think it's women judging women, but a lot of my friends, it's them judging themselves. It's so awful. It's so sad. And it's like, you need that on top of everything else you're going through hormonally, emotionally, that you just had a baby. I mean, it's really hard. And breastfeeding was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do because here you go, clickbait. I have inverted nipples. Okay. You can Google what that looks like. So what that means is breastfeeding is not easy because if you have nipples that look like a bottle top, like a bottle, you good. If you make milk and your nipples look like that, your baby's going to latch on and it's easier for them. My nipples are like inside my body and needed to be pulled out by my child, which was the most, I'm not kidding, painful experience I've ever been through my entire life. I had fissures. A breast surgeon was like, here are your options. I can either sew up your breast because it was cut in half from breastfeeding, or you can just pretend you're in a place where the only sustenance and nutrition your child is going to get is from your boob. And if you just keep putting it on it and living through the pain, it will heal itself. And it did, and it was awful. Yeah. And breastfeeding is not, it is up, guys. It is a journey. It is a journey. And I always say, God, I've had a lot of coffee. I always say something's going to get you somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Something's going to get you. If breastfeeding was not your shit show mountain to climb, it's something else. It's something else. It's something else. So like someone I know who might have breastfeeding journey was super easy, but their labor was like a fucking shit show. Someone whose pregnancy, so it's just different stories for different people, and some things are going to come easy and some things are going to be really hard. And that's life.
Motherhood.
Katie, do you know that Becca has a baby now?
Baby via surrogate.
But I saw surrogate mommy drops off bottles.
Breast milk.
And then that's so cool.
Yes,
I didn't
so
know
we
that
do-
was part of it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be. It kind of has to be. Obviously, it's a mutually, it's something we both
agreed upon for how much time.
Yes.
And I think and you have to, is it extra cost in the contract? Yeah, I've been through this with friends too.
Yes. So as long as she wants to do it, we're happy to take it. And at the moment she's like, I can't do this anymore. I'm like, great, go live your life. Like there's no pressure on either side. Because also there's such great formula. Like this
amazing formula.
This Bobby formula. I mean, this is not
great.
an ad, but I'm just so stoked that this exists right now because I do think that got me over the paranoia and the stigma of like
putting something chemically developed into your body.
I was anxious about it.
How old is your baby right now?
6 weeks old today.
Oh,
I know. I can't believe
you have to come on my podcast too, Katie's Crib, but like later. Let's like get you out of like this.
I'm in fresh,
vulnerable, raw nerve territory.
Yeah. I was weeping yesterday because he saw himself for the first time in the mirror and was like so happy to see himself. And I'm just weeping and crying. And my husband walks in and he's like, what is happening? I'm like, well, this is the beginning of the end. Get out of my life forever. I have a new man.
And the beginning of bye-bye. And also, it's like your heart is outside of your body.
Yep.
Like, it's the greatest and the worst. Like, you're just like, why did I?
Yeah.
So wait, my entire happiness is contingent on whether or not this thing that's outside of anything I can control has a good day or a bad day.
There you go.
What a nightmare.
What a nightmare.
Like, what?
What the did we get bamboozled into is what I want to know.
Oh, it was crazy. I don't know.
Like,
I don't know. I don't know. I'm still in the, like, I'm very honest about, like, some days I'm like, I think this is amazing. And some days I'm like, this is like.
Do you find, though, I had a moment this morning where I was up at 5, you know, because I had to be, because I had a screaming human in my face. And I had no other option but to be so productive. I was like, some days he's a demon and I can't get anything done. And thank God we have this wonderful nanny that comes and helps us. But
thank God.
You have no other choice. Like, I'm more productive now than I was my whole pre-baby life, right? Because you have to be. Sure.
There's quality over quantity.
Yes.
Something that used to take you an hour to do, when you have 10 minutes, you have 10 minutes.
Exactly.
And, like, that has definitely shifted for me, too. I have this conversation a lot with girlfriends of mine, too, that, like, are very worried about their careers changing or not being looked at as X, Y, or Z anymore, or, you know, having a priority shift where I don't want something to be more important than my career, or, you know, and these are huge questions that everyone has to ask themselves. But I do have to say a lot of my friends have seen glorious, full, huge successes post baby.
You know, you told me.
I'm like psyched about that, because I'm like, let's rewrite the script on, like, I had a baby and now my career is over, or I'm no longer sexy, or I'm no longer hireable, or whatever, because that is not true. I don't think it's true that you can have it all. I think that's a load of bullshit.
No. You know what's so funny is that years ago, before the pandemic, I was at your house and we were talking about babies, and I was in the throes of fertility struggles. And I was like, yeah, but maybe I'm not, like, I said something along the lines of, like, well, I haven't really done anything in my career that I'm, like, super stoked on. So maybe my career's waiting to blossom. And you said, no, babies bring blessings. And I have said that to so many people, and that's something that you said that really stuck with me, and it was only one time. So
I'm so glad. I wonder, I can remember who the hell told me that. But I really believe that. And for men too, I just think that that's a narrative that's complete horseshit. I can give you 8 million women right now who have booked the jobs of their fucking careers after they've become mothers. I just don't think that shit is true, and is silly. Yeah. Like, just absolute. And I was told myself that too for a long time. And your career has to be in a certain place before you're going to throw in the towel and get married. And everything I was going to plan had to be in this order and this way. And the sooner you can realize that you have absolutely no control of any of that, and to just get your happiness however, whenever it comes, and the order of it, or what comes first and what comes, none of that is important.
Get your happiness.
I love that. Get your happiness. Well, Katie, I want to ask you this about this new show. So, you know, I think this is very interesting, because I'm sort of the Hollywood watcher, where I believe that everyone has, you know, unless you're Meryl Streep, and no offense to both of you, but, like, you're not Meryl Streep, and that's okay.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm not, and that's okay.
Yet. But, like, other than Meryl, it's like, I really do sort of believe, like, you get that thing that you're known for, and then you get all the other things. But, like, people are always like, Becca can go climb Mount Everest, and they'll be like, Kitty Wild on Glee. Like, they can't forget it. Or, like, you for Scandal. And I think it's really interesting. So, like, to be a part of another juggernaut with Inventing Anna, like, this must be, like, kind of a mind, because you're like, wait, is it me? Am I?
No, me, it's Shonda. It's Shonda Rhimes. It's not me. But it's me in that Shonda knows I'll do anything, any part till the end of time, that if she wants me to play waitress number 4 from the left, I don't give a shit. So it's definitely Shonda.
And then, but then to make like, almost like this is almost a right turn, because CBS, like, this is a different feeling show. This is, I want people to feel good in their homes when they're cooking dinner with their children and putting their kids to bed and bathing them and don't bathe them while you're watching the show. But, like, I know that,
or you can, it's okay.
Like, this is just a warm hug of a show.
Yeah, it is.
And
it is.
Were you terrified? Were you excited about the difference of it?
I was terrified. I mean, in all honesty, when little Katie thought about what I was going to do, I thought I was going to be doing a mom on a sitcom. Like, that's what I wanted to do. I grew up watching Three's Company, Cheers, and then it grew into, you know, Seinfeld, Everybody Loves Raymond, King of Queens. Like, this shit was what was always on in my house. I grew up in Queens, New York. Like, nobody went to college. The TV was always on, and it was always a multicam sitcom. So when I thought of acting, it was theater first, because I grew up outside of New York, so theater was like a massive presence. But then it went right to multicam. Like, I didn't grow up watching like critically acclaimed movies or shit like that. Like, no. And so when I moved to LA, I was like, I just want to be on Friends or like anything like that. And that quickly didn't happen. It quickly, like, I went into the guest star territory of like, okay, Law and Order, Without a Trace, NCIS, drama. And look, girl, I love to fucking cry. I feel great about crying. I can cry on command. I fucking love it. I feel like it is such an emotional release. I love it. I'll cry all day, all night. I'm really into it. I love it. I really do. I think it's super important. And I love going to work. Like, when people are like, oh no, you have to cry. I'm like, I cry all the time, and then as soon as it gets hard and it's like hour 8, I call for the tear stick because, honey, I'm not Meryl Streep.
That's Meryl Streep. The fact that you go like 8 hours of crying. I can go a while. Crying.
Oh no, I can go a while before I'm like jamming foreign objects in my eyes and like creating like actual ocular damage. I'm putting menthol Vicks Vapor Rub in my eye, like anything to get a tear, like anything to get a single tear rolling down. But the whole time I've always said, like, man, I really hope I get to do a comedy. I really want to do a comedy. I really want to do a comedy. And I really always wanted to do a multicam because the theater nerd in me, the way multicams is shot is like you're doing a little one-act play every single week. And I used to, when I first showed up to LA, I used to go to live tapings like every Friday night to like study and it's that rush, that theater rush that like they call the actors out, the actors take a bow, people fuck up, they're running in new lines, you're getting alts, like say the joke like this, say the joke like that, it's not landing. Like, I just always in my heart was like, first of all, fucking terrified me, which knew I had to do, which makes me feel like I have to do it. And I just think at the place where I'm at in my life and what we've gone through and what we've been going through, I was really interested in going to a job for the first time ever where I like wasn't crying. Like, I was like, I want to go to work and make people laugh and talk about some like hopeful shit. And then I'm going to come home to my kids and not like be out of my mind. I mean, I can remember doing these scenes on Scandal and coming home and like eating full pieces, like full pizza pies because I was so emotionally fucking wrecked. I don't even know how I would tuck my kid in after a day of murder, like being and rape and being torturing this person. Look, it's great. I can't wait to do it again. But I also, this is my other saying, this ain't your practice life. You have one life to do what you want to do, and it's like, okay, cool, I did that kind of thing. This is cool. This opportunity came. I want to try this kind of thing. And then, I don't know, I also want to do a horror movie and run around screaming. I also want to do like, I mean, I just think, like, I just feel really lucky to try. That said, being on a multicam is the hardest, scariest thing I've ever done. I am on the show with juggernaut comedians. I mean, Pete Holmes is a literal savant, like, in terms of landing jokes and doing jokes, and I'm out of my mind. I'm so intimidated. I ask him for so much help. I'm like, why aren't they laughing? He's like, you got to walk them to the joke and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, I don't know what the you're talking about. I mean, it's hard.
That's amazing.
And I think that that's good. Like, it's hard in a way that I am new to, and I enjoy a challenge. And I also am really happy to be part of a show that's, like you said, like just cozy and warm and hopeful and family and kind of what I need right now.
Well, when we come back, we have a special game-ish trivia prepared just for Katie's new show called How We Roll, and we're going to do that with Katie.
So at the end of what can feel like an endless workday, the last thing that I want to do is cook dinner. And when my fridge is empty, then the urge to order in and skip cooking happens all too often. Guilty. But thanks to Daily Harvest, I don't have that takeout temptation anymore. Daily Harvest helps me keep my freezer fully stocked with options that are delivered right to my door and are delicious, nourishing, and ready in minutes. So Daily Harvest delivers delicious harvest bowls, soups, flatbreads, snacks, smoothies, lattes, and more built on organic fruits and vegetables. And again, it takes just a few minutes to prepare, which is my favorite part. My mom was recently in town helping out with the baby, and she got hooked on their flatbreads, and she placed her little order right away. So we love, love, love all of their things, but they have a new delicious harvest bake for those moments when you're looking for homemade feels without any of the work. Ready to bake veg packed dishes, sizzling with gourmet level flavors. They're big enough to share. So go over there, avoid the takeout temptation, and get Daily Harvest. Go to dailyharvest.com/lady to get up to $40 off your first box. That's dailyharvest.com/lady for up to $40 off your first box. dailyharvest.com/lady.
You know that we love anything that's going to help our hairs on our bodies grow, and that's why we're so excited here at LadyGang to partner with Roderm. Roderm is the most amazing, clinically proven eyelash growth serum for people who want longer, thicker, darker lashes. If the treatment's right for you, you can get it prescribed online, and the results are crazy. In a 16-week trial, eyelashes grew by 25% in length, 106% in fullness, and 18% in darkness. To get your prescription eyelash growth serum, all you have to do is complete a free online visit and answer standard questions about your eye health and your medical history. Once you submit that information, a Roderm affiliated healthcare provider will get back to you within 48 hours. And then if you get the prescription, your eyelash growth serum will be delivered to your door with free 2-day shipping. You don't have to do an in-person appointment. And this is the best stuff on the market. So right now, if you get a prescription, new members will receive 10% off eyelash growth serum from Roderm when you go to roderm.com/LadyGang. Shipping's free, and you'll get free and unlimited follow-ups with your healthcare provider to support you throughout your eyelash growth journey. roderm.com/LadyGang.
The LadyGang is brought to you by Progressive. Let's face it, sometimes multitasking can be overwhelming. Like when your favorite podcast is playing and the person next to you is talking and your car fan is blasting, all while you're trying to find the perfect parking spot. But then again, sometimes multitasking is easy, like quoting with Progressive Insurance. They do the hard work of comparing rates so you can find a great rate that works for you, even if it's not with them. Give their nifty comparison tool a try, and you might just find getting the rate and coverage you deserve is easy. All you need to do is visit Progressive's website to get a quote with all the coverages you want, like comprehensive and collision coverage or personal injury protection. Then you'll see Progressive's direct rate, and their tool will provide options for other companies all lined up and ready to compare, so it's simple to choose the rate and coverages you like. Press play on comparing auto rates. Quote at progressive.com to join the over 27 million drivers who trust Progressive.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
The Lady Gang.
All right, Katie Lowe's is back, host of Katie's Crib podcast, which is in season 5. You can get it wherever you get your podcast. Obviously, you're rewatching Scandal. You're watching Invent a Nana. We're already over that. Now we're on to her new CBS show, How We Roll. It's Thursdays on CBS. Okay, so in honor of your new show, I put together some How We Roll questions. So this is like a rapid-fire trivia round.
Can't wait. I'm terrible at this shit.
And we're going to ask you, how you roll is like how you do your day. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I like it.
How we roll. And Becca's going to answer too. I'll answer too. Okay. How we roll. Go to junk food. Cinnamon Pop-Tart and Diet Coke from 7-Eleven.
That is horrifying, Keltie. I'm horrified for you. I am horrified for you. Okay, my go-to junk food. I mean, it's what the kids have. So it's like goldfish. And an Oreo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mine's a cream cheese sour. What is it? My favorite chips, Alex.
Oh, cheddar and
sour cream and onion.
Sour cream and onion. I put that. But the cheddar and sour cream chips are.
Yo, that's nasty. Though. That is some chemical nasty that I am here for.
Love it. It's like a warm hug.
How we roll. Your excuse to hide from your kids that isn't like a good excuse, but like, I have to.
I say I have to go to the bathroom 1,000 times a day. I'm convinced that my children think that something is wrong with me. I say I either have to take a pee or a dump. And yes, that's the type of language I use around my children because I'm a great mom. Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to go. And literally, you all know what I'm doing. I'm sitting on my phone.
Yeah. Needing a
on
break.
the bathroom floor. Yeah, just like don't talk to me, and the door locks. So it's a miracle.
I do this thing now if I don't want to feed the bottle. Like if I've done like 4 bottles in a row and I'm like, okay, I need like 30 minutes to just chill. I will tell Zach, I'll be like, you know what? If you just start the feeding, I got to pee and then I'll be back. And then I don't come back.
Ooh, really
Genius.
good. Really good.
Genius.
Okay, how
Genius.
we roll. Things we spend money on when we're stressed that make no sense.
Well, I mean, the Amazon cart, this save for later is just a horrible nightmare. But I also do dumb shit where I'm like on Shopbop or like
Net-a-Porter.
and Net-a-Porter, and I'll like order stuff and know that I can like return it all, and it'll be like the middle of the night and I'll be stoned or something like that, and I'll order shit and all this stuff will come up to my house and I'm like, this is. Why did I do this? I return it all.
Me too.
But like, why am I stressing myself out? Now I got to go fucking return this stuff? What do you do, Becca?
Shopping, and then I return everything. But mine's normally like a Zara because I'm not on a CBS multicam right now, you know? So like...
Oh, no, honey, I do Zara, too.
I'll do a Zara haul.
Worse than the Zara website. You have to use that.
Oh,
the website is like, I don't know where I am.
What world? What country are you in?
Give me the matching pant.
I was trying to buy a pant, and I was trying to see what the bottom of the pant looked like, but I couldn't see it because she was in the ocean. She was walking through
My problem now, I've become this stupid mother where, like, I'll just, like, go on Etsy and, like, research Easter bonnet or, like, Easter dumb shit in bunny ears because I need to force my children to put fucking bunny ears on for a photo. This is so dumb. Or, like, I have one photo from an Easter when I was 3 wearing a bonnet. Now I'm trying to recreate my own childhood trauma and put it on my children. Like, I know that's what I'm doing, and I'm doing it anyway. Something for my therapist.
I love an Etsy thing. I love an Etsy. Okay. How we roll. Advice we live by.
This ain't your practice life. Babies bring blessings.
Wow. She's a fucking oracle.
Get her a
You can't take it. You can't take it with you. Every day's a holiday.
Wow.
I think that's it.
I mean, she's covered the gamut. I'm not sure about every day's a holiday. I'm not sure I understand the sentiment.
That was my alcoholic grandfather's saying, which is like big in my family because they're all they're big drinkers. That's not good. Every day's a holiday is actually a bad one that no one should take to heart.
Right.
I think the advice I live by is like, we are all good and bad. It's like kind of easy.
Yes.
Forgive yourself when you're a bad person, when you're the bad guy, and love yourself when you're the good guy, but realize you are both. And all the people that you have to interact with are also both.
Yeah. Lately, what's getting me through the day when I f up, which is all the time, it's like you're perfectly imperfect. Like we're humans and we're not perfect, and just embracing the fact that that's okay. But that's just like a mentality that I'm in.
You know what's also good for parenting? Rupture and repair. All the child psychologists that have come on Katie's Crib, it's like, you f up with your kid, that's fine. As long as like an hour or days later, you just say, hey, you know when I did that and I blew my gasket and I just want to say I'm really sorry about that. That's all. Because you repair any like ruptures and it's like, it just makes it so that everyone knows we all make mistakes. Yeah. We're all perfectly imperfect. Some you're good and you're bad. Mm-hmm. And it's like, but we're in this together and I'm big enough to say, like, I'm sorry. My behavior stunk.
Katie, I love this because not just with parenting, but I think with everyone, we talk about this all the time on LadyGang. The self-awareness to realize that when you've been the bad guy, and the self-awareness to apologize in a sincere way is like one of the greatest gifts to get you through life. And so you're teaching your kids that young.
100. Like, 100.
I always say make better mistakes tomorrow. I say it's a fridge magnet, but like it's so true. Like you're not going to not up and you're going to offend people. You're going to hurt their feelings unintentionally.
Yeah.
And the whole
by
like,
not
it
acknowledging
wasn't my intention. Well, yeah, obviously it wasn't your intention. No one wakes up in the morning and they're like, I want to be the Joker.
How am I going to hurt somebody?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but like learning to feel those feelings and be like, wow, I really hurt this person and I'm going to say sorry is like
huge. Huge.
Yep.
Huge.
Okay, last one. How we roll. Okay, so this is personally just for me. So the world is opening up. We're going back out into the world. I'm having to leave, even though I'm in my LadyGang set, but like we have to leave leggings behind. We're meeting people out in the world. We need a casual go-to outfit that can take us like out to do things, but it's not our athleisure wear. So you have to go somewhere where you have to be kind of presentable, but like it's not an outfit. What are you wearing?
I know it's really hard. I mean, I'm still in the like my baby's 15 months old and like, oopsie doopsie, I need to like get my body back. But like that whole like bounce back, that for baby Hollywood, not my story. So I'm like still big into like a Ula Johnson dress or like, you know, like I need some sort of bigger sack dress with like
adult muumuu.
Yeah, like I need an adult muumuu because I'm not there yet. Yeah. But the other day I did, which was helpful. I did put on a bell-bottom jean, which for someone who's needing just some more give in the body department, a bell-bottom jean is a real blessing because the skinny jean was never for me and is definitely not for me right now. So a bell-bottom jean with like a little bit of a platform clog or something like that. And then just like it had been a minute, but like a black classic suit, like blazer with a white t-shirt, like, and like a gold necklace. Like it just felt like, okay, cool. I'm cool. I'm okay.
Oh my God. I agree. That's my go-to. I got a really nice black blazer. I got a pair of jeans that I love, and every time I put them on, I feel good about myself. And like a nice little t-shirt, and I got a big sneaker. I'm like, 6 years later, I'm jumping on the sneaker trend. Like I know
the sneaker trend is where it's at.
It is.
I love it. What are your sneakers?
I got them on the Real. They're Gucci.
Love the Real.
Because I have. Well, listen. I do a Rothy's. I do a lace up. Like I do a simple. But I just wanted like I was with one of my housewife friends, and I was like, I just want to be cool in this season of my life. And she's like, okay, well, you need to like replace your sneakers. She was like, you need like a better sneaker because you're wearing the right outfit, but then you're wearing like.
No, you'll step it up if you've got like a
you have the wrong
like very
on.
Fucking cool sneaker.
Yeah.
You need like a cool, trendy, bright, like thick sneaker. Yeah. I love a thick sneaker.
So I got that. So that's my go-to. Becca, what's your go-to?
Well, I had to go to a lunch this morning, so or a brunch. I don't know. I'm in like a
how fucking cute are you?
Always denim,
so annoying. Yeah, a little denim,
like a little cropped shirt, and then like an oversized
so
Oxford.
Cute.
Yep. Thank you.
Very cute and Texas chic.
I'm so Texas chic, and I really like the Nike high top. I think they're called the Blazer, the sneaker.
Oh, let me Google that.
And I'm like, and wrote my.
They're really cute.
Yeah, and let me just write that down. Blazer,
the Blazer, and they're really cute, and they're chic. You can dress them up, dress them down, and I think they're pretty inexpensive. So. That's it.
This is wonderful. How We Roll, Katie's new show, is premiering. It will have already been out by the time this comes out. Thursdays on CBS. We are so excited for you. We're going to support you.
We're going to come to a taping.
So much. I really come to a taping. Come watch us fall on our ass. It's really just the most joie de vivre, like fun ride and high. And
what days do you tape? Thursdays?
Fridays.
It's
a real night. And if you want
it's so fun.
All the updates on Katie, I want to just shout this out because I think you have a weird Instagram name. It's
It's the worst.
Q Lows.
It's horrible. Like because I started that Instagram name
super
when
famous,
by the way.
Started
this thing.
I know, but you're super famous. You could go.
Yeah,
change that.
Make a request.
You can ask the CBS team to go in and talk to their friends at Instagram. But anyway, KTQ Lows and Katie's Crib podcast is in season 5. You can get it wherever you get your podcast. Katie, thank you for joining us. We love you.
Thank you, Keltie. We love you. I love you guys. Becca, congratulations on your baby. I'm here for you always. I am so happy. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for plugging the show, and much love. Happy whatever day this is.
Can't wait to watch.
Oh, there's a child here crying.
Bye. Thanks for listening. The Lady Gang is produced by Alex Ingber, Steve Delameter, and Jared Monaco. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review our podcast. And if you love it, share it with your friends on social media. Like, oh my God, I just listened to Lady Gang. This episode's so great. Swipe up to listen. And if you really want to, which we know you do, please follow us on social. At Keltie, at Becca, at Jack Vanek, and at The Lady Gang. Sign up for our newsletter at theladygang.com and join our secret Facebook group. It's super fun. See you next Tuesday.
Stream the biggest movies and TV shows for free on Pluto TV. Watch movies like Titanic and G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra, plus TV shows like CSI and Star Trek: The Next Generation. Starting this month, check out the 24/7 Stargate channel exclusively on Pluto TV. Plus hundreds of channels and thousands of movies and TV shows absolutely free. Download the free Pluto TV app on your favorite streaming device and start watching today.